We are at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the Green Bay Packers. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Ready, you ready? Mike 54.
On play action, Winston sliding out of the pocket. Oh, he's going to air it out. And got his man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
Ready? Black 25 behind. Rip right. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Jameis to throw it. And Josh Hill has it. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Jones. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. They'll try the right side with Jones. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
From the gun on 3rd down, Love. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. After the penalty, it's Jones. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Cook. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. to throw on third down. Love. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing the ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
A gain of 3, second down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
On 2nd and 7, Winston. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
On third down, Winston. Open man is Michael Thomas.
Yeah, right.
He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. Winston. And brought in by the tight end Cook. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Again, it's Winston. Forced out, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Zadarius Smith. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. Another try after the first down sack. Winston, and this is Gabriel on the catch. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun, Winston. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 10. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Running right, Jones. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On third down, Love. He's got Adams on the hookout. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense Find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll run on first down. Jones. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 35. That was excellent from start to finish, from the blocking to the running, just well executed. And now let's look ahead, because after that, how about a little play action, maybe a little bootleg, and get the quarterback out on the corner and give him a little run-pass option. And they're right down here looking for 6. So now following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10. Back to throw. Love. They go screen with Dillon. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you? But you're going to tell me, good blocking? Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams there to make the grab as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season. You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook, not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives. So there is under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Zadarius Smith picks up his second sack of the afternoon. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Steps away to his left. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Pretty lucky to get the football back. Had his target out there waving the arms, saying I'm open, but maybe didn't see him quick enough. And I know the jokes are always about defensive backs' hands. What really actually happens, you don't get many opportunities. You get over anxious, and you start to think about taking it away and going the other way instead of focusing and catching the ball. Third and long for Winston. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. 23 yards on the play. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. From the shotgun, it's Winston. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. They'll throw again. Winston.
Let me get that.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I was
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a pickup of 13. Jameis now on 1st down. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a 1st. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. Well, another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Here we go. Here we go. 3,
3rd and short yardage. Winston. And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off down near the 5. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but here, let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Throwing on 1st down. Love. And it's caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, as the first half is winding down. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 25. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The second half starts with a carry by Jones. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. 2nd and 6. Open man is Ross, complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Watch twins.
On 1st and 10, Love. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They run. Cook. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. It's almost a tendency breaker.
On 1st down, Dillon. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, put a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. This is Jones. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Looking to throw. Love. Wide open receiver, complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 15-yard line.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down. Jones. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Off the play fake. Love. And that's complete to Adams. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Now for the point after. And it is now 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of this. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Zadarius Smith able. Disrupts yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And the pressure gets to him again. Zadarius Smith. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. He'll air it out deep for oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally are able to take him down at the opposite 47. It's a big play there for the Saints. 49 yards.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 miles.
On first down, Hill. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here.
Hey, lock it. It's our time. Kill.
To try again after the sack. Hill. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, team 6, get it.
A shotgun snap for Hill. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Zadarius Smith, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. And they are going for it. Here's Hill. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. Here's the correct call.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. The tight end Josh Hill was the target. And it's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Hill. He's able to find Wallace. Touchdown, New Orleans. As his guys are in for 6. And the Saints get a bit closer.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. Got a man open. It's
Let's go, Rook.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. The Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point right down the middle. And a lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Back now at Lambeau. Well, the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored one.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now that turnover might just about do it here. Fourth quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. He'll let this go for the end zone.
Catch the ball.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Operating from the gun. Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And now a high kick trying to pin him back. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zadarius Smith able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Hey, Haywood.
After the sack on first down, Hill. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. You know, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Third and long. It's Hill. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it with Jones. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Now, that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. So now the Packers turn things over to the special teams crew. They're on for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 53. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points. But this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Throw on the quick slant, going to be complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Another try after the first down sack. Hill being chased out left. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Hill looks to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Zadarius Smith in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And it's never going to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. If you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Adrian Amos with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. And I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Off play action. Love. Looking outside, and he's got a man. That's Hodges. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Might want to remember that 3rd down play, 37 yards.